Hey everyone, it's Joshua Wright with Stay Golden Agency, and let's be real for a second. Nobody thinking about taxes, right? It can seem like this big, scary thing, but I'm here to tell you it doesn't have to be. Today, we're diving into the top 10 tax tips for 2024 that you absolutely can't afford to miss. We're talking simple, actionable strategies to keep more of your hard-earned money. Look, the tax code might seem confusing, but believe me, understanding even the basics can make a huge difference. We're not just talking about saving a few bucks. We're talking potentially thousands of dollars back in your pocket. Whether you're a seasoned entrepreneur or just starting out, these tips can help you optimize your finances and achieve your financial goals. So, grab your coffee or your beverage of choice, settle in, and let's get started. Now I know what you're thinking. Life insurance? For taxes? But trust me on this one, guys. Index Universal Life, or IUL, can be an incredibly powerful tool for tax planning, especially if you're self-employed or a high-income earner. Here's the deal. With a traditional IUL, your cash value grows tax-deferred, meaning you don't pay taxes on those gains until you withdraw the money. But here's where it gets really good. You can actually borrow against your policy tax-free. That's right, you can access your money without triggering a taxable event. It's like having a secret savings account that the IRS doesn't fully see. Before we dive into the nitty-gritty of specific tax tips, we need to talk about compound interest. Why? Because understanding this concept is crucial for making smart financial decisions, especially when it comes to taxes. In a nutshell, compound interest is the interest you earn not just on your initial investment, but also on the accumulated interest from previous periods. It's like a snowball effect for your money. The more you have invested, and the longer you leave it there, the faster it grows. And the best part? You get to keep more of that growth when you minimize your tax burden. All right, let's talk tax credits. These are your secret weapons for reducing your tax bill dollar for dollar. Unlike deductions, which just lower your taxable income, tax credits directly reduce the amount of taxes you owe. There are tons of tax credits out there, but some of the most common ones include the Child Tax Credit, the Earned Income Tax Credit, and the American Opportunity Tax Credit for education expenses. Make sure you're taking advantage of all the credits you qualify for. Nobody likes paperwork, but trust me, keeping accurate financial records is an absolute must, especially when it comes to taxes. Not only will this make your life a whole lot easier come tax time, but it can also save you from potential headaches down the road. Think of it this way. The IRS requires you to prove every deduction and credit you claim. If you don't have the documentation to back up your claims, you could end up owing back taxes, penalties, and even face an audit. No thanks. I know. Hiring a tax professional seems like an added expense. But let me tell you, a good CPA can be worth their weight in gold, especially if you have a complex financial situation. Think of it this way. A tax professional lives and breathes this stuff. They're up to date on all the latest tax laws and loopholes that you might not even know exist. They can help you find every deduction and credit you qualify for, minimize your tax liability, and keep you on the right side of the IRS. The tax code is constantly changing. Seriously, it feels like every year there are new rules, regulations, and loopholes to navigate. That's why it's so important to stay up to date on the latest tax laws. Subscribe to industry newsletters, listen to podcasts, follow tax experts on social media, whatever it takes to stay in the loop. The more you know about the tax code, the better equipped you'll be to make informed decisions that benefit your bottom line. Giving back to causes you care about is not only good for the soul, but it can also be good for your wallet come tax time. Charitable donations can provide some pretty sweet tax benefits, especially if you itemize your deductions. When you donate to a qualified charity, you can typically deduct a percentage of your adjusted gross income. This means you'll be able to reduce your taxable income, which can lead to a lower tax bill. It's a win-win. Remember getting that big tax refund every year? While it might feel great to get a lump sum of money back, it also means you were essentially giving the government an interest-free loan all year long. Instead of letting the IRS hold on to your money, make sure you're withholding the correct amount from your paycheck. Review your W-4 form with your employer, especially after major life events like getting married or having a child. Tax deductions are like finding hidden treasures on your tax return. They allow you to reduce your taxable income, which can lead to significant tax savings. Make sure you're taking advantage of all the deductions you're eligible for, such as deductions for home ownership, student loan interest, medical expenses, and even state and local taxes. Every little bit adds up. When it comes to retirement planning, most people focus on tax-deferred options, like 401ks and traditional IRAs. While these can be great tools, it's also important to consider non-tax-deferred options, such as Roth IRAs and real estate investments. With non-tax-deferred accounts, you contribute after-tax dollars, but your money grows tax-free, and you won't owe any taxes when you withdraw in retirement. So there you have it, folks. Those are my top 10 tax tips for 2024. Remember, understanding the tax code and planning ahead can make a huge difference in your financial well-being. Thanks for watching. I'm Joshua Wright with Stay Golden Agency, here to help you navigate the world of personal finance and build a brighter financial future. Remember, stay golden.